Good morning, Capital Extra. It's Yinka and Shayna Marie here for your breakfast show, and we have got the man, myth, and legend. It's Dizzee! Welcome to the show. This is the first time you've joined us on Capital Extra Breakfast, right?
It is.
How does it feel to be here?
Feels good, man.
Yeah?
Come a bit closer to your mic,
Nice
Diz.
settings, lovely settings.
All right, so let's talk. Your new release, E3AF, is out at the end of this month. You've dropped Act Like You Know with Smoke Boys already.
Yeah.
Why now for a release?
Because the album's done, innit?
It's like, yeah, here you go. Have it.
The album's done. But as in the like, what do you mean? Why now? Like,
Was you like making it over lockdown? Was it like pushed back a little bit, or did you think, okay, no, you know what, it's done now. Everyone can have this.
I finished it over lockdown, so
Okay.
I've been working on it for like about pretty much 2 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which I don't usually don't work on that long usually, but just that's the way it went.
Mm-hmm.
And now I felt like the time I didn't want to let everything that's going on make me push it back till next year or nothing like that. And like I said, I built a studio at home, so I was able to finish the last few songs. That one was actually recorded at home.
Ah,
Oh, I love
So
that.
That was blessed, yeah.
Nice.
Because I actually done a song for their mixtape that they got coming out. It's called Justin Bieber, the song. So then I hit up the producer, I was MK the Plug, because I love all the drill stuff, innit? So I finally like, yo, send me a pack. I finally got hold of the Dons. And then that was in the pack, and then I did that, sent it back to them.
what else can we expect from the album?
Bars, vibes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. No, I'm going in. It's I don't want to say. No, I'm not saying old school Dizzee. I'm just gonna say that. I'm going in like relentless. Just the way I'm spitting, just the way about good storytelling, personal, and then still stuff to like vibe to, ride to, all of that.
I think that when it comes to artists across our generation, you're definitely a standout name, and you're somebody who is quite eclectic. Like, I think that you can live really well in different genres, and you can do your thing on pretty much any beat. Is it difficult to decide how you're going to bring a vibe? Is it difficult to decide what you're going to do next when you know that you can make money on a dance tune? You can go underground and grab all like the old pirate radio fans. How do you pick?
First up, the beat dictates it, really, because I could have maybe 10 beats and they'd all be wicked, but you don't get the vibe. So, see like that one we was just talking about, that's like a drill thing. I had a pack of maybe 50 beats, narrowed it down to 5, and then when I actually sat down to have time with it, it almost wrote itself.
Okay.
Just the words just came. So sometimes that's how it is. And it might be the same, like I said, on a dance tune. So it's something like Bonkers. Like the easiest song I've ever written. But I haven't got loads of songs like that. It just, when I heard that beat, it had Bonkers on it. But I just kind of just knew what to do with it at the time. So a lot of the time, the vibe just kind of dictates what I'm going to do. And like I do, like you're saying, I like to conquer all different types of vibes, all different kind of music and that, because it's like a challenge for me.
I think that as well, for me, like listening to you, it's like you're like one of the longest relationships I had in my life. Yeah, I've been a fan of you for such a long time. And I think that music must be one of the longest relationships that you've had. How do you still maintain the love for it when you've been working since you were 9?
Pretty much.
No, but you
yeah.
have been doing. He's been
Young.
doing it for so long. It's like, I wonder how you can still like be excited. Do you have like a process that you go through?
Right. Sometimes I hate it. Sometimes I hate the game. I just think it's all just everything around it and all the politics, and sometimes like it gets in the way. It's like but then you have to just. We not help with this album. I started producing again because I'd stopped at like pretty much. After my third, I didn't produce no more. So with this album, I got into production again. So that made that excitement of then rapping on my own beats again, because that's how I started. So on this album, I got a tune with P Money, got a tune with D Double and Frisco, got a tune with Chip. Those beats are the ones I made myself. So that got me into the excitement again. And then working with other people gets me excited as well. Got a tune with, produced by Steel Banglez and like say MK the Plug. All these different things get me excited. Jumping in the studio with it. You know what was good as well? With this album, like finding a good studio that I really liked over in South, and having people actually come through. So like everyone who's got Ghetts, Kano, Chip, like I said, all the others I mentioned, Double, Frisco, all these people, they came in the studio, worked to get Alicai Harley. Like, I mean, people like we worked there, and so it was a genuinely nice vibe. Some of them I didn't know even, but we worked well in the studio, and it was organic. That was cool.
Nice just to be comfortable in a good space,
Yeah,
be
proper.
happy, and then, like you said, feel the vibe,
Yes.
feel the music, feel the tune, and then it just comes from there.
Exactly.
Like, naturally.
Yeah. So, and sometimes it doesn't come until you're with someone. Like the tune with Ghetts Kano, that came from a producer called Chubby Dread, Platinum 45. He made the tune he made Oye, basically, made the beat for Oye. But I've known him a long time. And he hit me up out of nowhere. I hadn't seen him for like a decade at least. So that's how we got in the studio to do that. And then he showed me the beats. I picked one, and I was like, I don't know what made me pick Ghetts. I think I'd just seen Ghetts like on Old Street passing, like in the cars. And again, I haven't seen him for ages. But again, that's someone I've known since I was like 14, like before he was at MC, just about, you know what I mean? So I got him in the studio, and then he set it off. Like he wrote the first part. So like, okay, all right, that's what he's come with.
Time now.
Cool. All right, no chorus then. Cool, it's that. I'll do my thing. Then maybe a few days later, a week or whatever, and with Chubby thinking about, who else can we put on here? Who's going to take it to that next level? And thinking like, okay, at this point, it's kind of about East. So maybe it has to be from East. So then there's some obvious options in it. But then Kano, like, who's going to take it to that next level? And then there's someone, again, Kano, I've known, again, since I was like 14. Like, there's old tapes of me and Kano from Flavor FM, if anyone knows that, like old pirate station.
I remember.
Right, you know what I mean? Like, but some people don't even know that. But we haven't got a song. So, okay, now's the time then. So then you just got a tune with me, Ghetts and Kano in it that's just mad.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall for that one.
Yeah, but Kane weren't there.
Yeah.
It was on a separate day. So all three of us were never in the studio. But we still...
Got the song.
It wouldn't have happened without, you know what I mean, without Ghetts.
I see what you mean though about, it's not like old Dizzee, but it's like, you know, you are taking some of the classic elements, and then of course you are switching it up with Alicai Harley, with Smoke Boys, with Steel Banglez, so it's like a 2020 version.
With Alicai though, I love how that happened.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's her biggest fan.
She's so great.
That's crazy because I didn't know Alicai. I was actually in the studio with Dummy. So we were just jamming, like, just come to see me in the studio. And we was in the kitchen bit. And this girl come through, like, Dizzee, what's going on? Like, just bare loud vibes and all that. I'm like, oh, you're right. And she said, yo, come and listen to my work. Come and listen to my...
She's so cute.
Yeah, and then she just like... See when someone starts... I don't know if she was freestyling, but I'd never heard... I didn't know what she was freestyling.
Because she's got flavour
but,
as well. She's just like...
Yeah, like almost like a live audition.
Yeah.
I was like, rah, all right. I don't usually, like, that don't happen a lot. So we went into her session. She played me some of her bits. And I was like, rah, this is really good. You see when someone's so good, yeah, it's like, but how come you're not, like, massive? Because the quality of the work is just, it's mad. So then, like I said, I had this beat from Steel Banglez, like, left me a pack. And I recorded it. And then it was like, I love these bars, I love the way this has gone, but I need, like, a hook. And then I thought, I should hustle that girl next time. Yo, come in. She came in, she was with Black Russian, and she came in, and she just... You know,
that little boasty something on the track.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then just did it, bang. Just did it, like, there and then. And that's the tune. It was like, rah, this goes... So she's a good singer and good writer. Like, it was wicked, organic, I said, because someone I didn't know, but someone who's got so much heart, so much spirit and that, and like, she's a star in my eyes, you know what I mean?
The vibe speaks for itself.
Trust.
So it is Black History Month, and we've been speaking to some great role models and all kinds of careers and backgrounds across the month so far. Who did you look up to when you were coming up, and who inspires you now?
All sorts of people, man. MCs, rappers, like. But I'll tell you something that's mad, yeah? I always heard Marcus Garvey's name growing up and didn't know much of it. He was just, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. These were just names, innit? And right now, I'm reading this this book. That's basically his notes. It's been organised by his wife.
Wow.
And, like, it's amazing. It's amazing to see how, like, his words... The kind of the way he thought and the stuff he predicted and said, that's like, right, he was kind of ahead of his time. He saw it coming, like some important stuff that's very relevant today. like I said, that I just didn't really take no notice of. I didn't know to, innit? I don't even know what made me read the book, but it's amazing.
We're big bookworms here on the breakfast show, so you're gonna have to give me the name of that one, please. You are a role model for lots of young people. I think a lot of people look up to you, especially young musicians. How does that make you feel?
It's nice. It's nice to know that that I've done something useful in my life.
That's so sweet.
It's that, like, inspired people the way I was inspired because I just love music. I'm just a fan of music, and I just wanted to have my input and to know that it's ended up inspiring everyone from Stormzy to Georgia Smith to like big stars as well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice as well to know that, because people did that for me.
Yeah. I think, actually, we are going to round up the interview soon, but before you go, I did want to say that when you did it was like the anniversary gig at the Copper Box.
Yeah.
That is one of the best that's up there with Watch the Throne.
Wow.
Like, honestly, like top 5 gigs that I've ever seen. And I remember I stayed like when you had finished, you'd walked off, you were sweating, you'd left, and I was just sitting there in my seat. Like,
In awe.
it's just like, and it just made me feel like, because for me, I look at people like you, like Kano, like Ghetts, and I don't want to say that you're before your time, because I think that what happened at the time it happened, so everything could be going on now. Right. But you guys are really part of the reason why we have a show on Capital Extra, why we play the music that we play on Capital Extra, why the UK music scene is really kind of thriving.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's because you were before your time. I think it's because like it's like timeless music that you guys have made. So to know you've got like like new projects and all of you are working, and it's not still working. It's like you're not old. Like you were all so young when
at the time.
Yeah. So now you're still babies.
Yeah. No,
and you're able to.
this.
I think it's so sick. Like
But I'm a machine, relentless. I just go with. I love this thing so much. Like it's an obsession, isn't it? And like I said, I'm wide. So I listen to so much different types of music, so just trying to piece things together, and I'm always learning. This whole thing is like just like education.
Would you give any advice to young musicians right now?
I'd say take notice of the business, read the contracts.
In it,
Yeah.
Like, for real, it's such a minor thing, but yeah, read the contracts and do try and think about the future, innit? Like let's say invest.
Buy a house.
Invest.
Stocks and bonds.
Yeah, what is it? Invest. But invest in yourself, even if you don't like whatever. Buy yourself a good mic setup. Buy yourself like stuff that can make you self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And then just the thing will grow. Like I can talk. I've just got a studio in my yard now. Like,
but you got it.
But I had to learn to record myself again. But it's been useful because when there's all the studios are locked down, I'm not worried. I'm at home.
And doing what you do best as well.
That's it.
You were recently honoured in the Queen's birthday honours list, and you're now an MBE, right? Look at the smile, look.
Yeah.
Is it exciting?
You know what? You're just mad because I had to like not say nothing for 6 months. That's how
So
it
you
works.
know?
6 months.
Oh yeah. You're
But
not
Jesus, I didn't know
can't
that you
tell no
knew.
one. Yeah, you get. It's almost like it's a polite threat. the letter. It's like, But what's crazier is that all the press are not allowed to say nothing. So to watch them behave themselves as well was even like, oh, okay, like.
Oh, so you can behave.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know what I
cool.
mean? Like, okay.
Innit? But when you're reporting on Twitter beef, you want to be. But what do you do? Do you get like a sword? Do you have a medal? Like, what do you have?
I think you do get a medal. You get to meet the Queen. There's a big ceremony. So I'll be seeing Lady Leisha and Misha Paris and Ghetts Kano and all that.
That's so exciting.
So I get to go there and I don't actually know what the other perks are.
Little wing at Buckingham Palace. I mean, look, a bedroom.
Little quarters.
I think you're allowed to just go back in the palace anyway. You're allowed to have little visits there anyway. Like, so, but it's
wonder what
a
the
nice
perks are.
nod, innit? Because I will say that this country, although there's been rough times growing up, especially or whatever, but overall I feel like this country gave me a lot. I feel like I've done all right here.
Yeah.
Like, I think things have been blessed overall, and I've actually been around the world to see how it could have been as well. If I was raised in America in the same situation, not to put down America, but like,
No, we know what you mean.
They'd be different.
You know what I mean? This country's all right. overall, and that's the head of the country giving me a nod. I've accepted worse nods. Nuts magazine and stuff like this. So
What did you get from Nuts magazine?
they gave me a
Was it
nut-
like a sexy
trophy.
rapper?
No, it was a nice silver nuts in writing.
Okay.
Nuts, like
What kind of nuts?
statue thing. It's up there near my Brittle Ward and my Mercury and all that there. Yeah, I mean, big up Nuts.
I respect it, I do.
Do you reckon like the Queen or, Prince Harry, probably the most likely, just like bangs out your songs? She must know who you
Prince
are.
Harry's been at my I'm seasoned. You have to remember, man. I was
Oh, yeah,
at
of
Wireless in
course.
2008. So Harry's come to my dressing room. Thing like that kind of, and then there's been another show a few years later where like come out. Oh, Prince William's there with lady I didn't know at the time was Kate by the side of the
Date
show.
night.
This this is a while ago.
Maybe they
you know
met
what I
at
mean?
your gig, you don't know?
I don't know. They come to. They're enjoying. You know what I mean? So I know that they definitely aware of it. As far as if the Queen's sitting there just like.
Yeah, at Christmas.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I don't know. But I think she's probably aware of who I am now because I did the Olympics opening ceremony. She was there, innit?
Yeah.
So.
I wonder if the Queen knows who we are.
No,
Okay.
don't be a beg. Come on.
You never know, man. You never know.
Well, Dizzee, thank you for joining us on Capital Extra. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure being here.